Hello, my wonderful friend. Welcome to VUS Learning English Podcast. My name is Anna, and it is so good to have you here with me today. If this is your first time listening, a very big hello. I am so happy you are here. And if you are a returning listener, welcome back. It feels so good to continue this journey with you. Today we have a very special episode. We are going to talk about something that can change your life at work. It can change how people see you. It can change how you feel about yourself. Imagine this. You are at work. You are in a big meeting. Your boss is there. Everyone is there. This is an important meeting. You have a great idea, a truly wonderful idea. You know this idea can help the company. You know it can solve a big problem. You feel excited inside. You wait for the right moment. Then you speak. You share your idea. You explain it very clearly. You think everyone will be so excited. But they are not. They just look at you. They give you a small, polite nod. Your boss says, that's interesting. And then they talk about something else. Your idea is gone, like a little boat in a big ocean. You feel sad. You feel small. You feel invisible. Then, just 5 minutes later, your friend speaks. Let's call him Dave. Dave says your exact same idea, the very same idea, but he uses different words. Instead of saying, we should start this, he says, we need to initiate this. Instead of saying, we should find out what the customer wants, he says, we must ascertain the customer's goals. Suddenly, everyone in the room wakes up. Your boss leans forward. Your boss is nodding. Yes, yes, yes. Your boss says, exactly, Dave. That is the kind of thinking we need. You are sitting there, and you cannot believe it. The idea was yours, but the good feeling, the credit, went to Dave. Why? What was the difference? The only difference was the words, the language. The words Dave used were powerful. They sounded confident. They sounded like a leader. If this story feels real to you, then this episode is for you. You are not missing good ideas. You are full of good ideas. You are not missing potential. You have so much potential. You are just missing a few special words, words that show everyone how smart and capable you truly are. Today, I'm going to give you 10 powerful words. 10 words that will make your boss and your friends at work listen to you. They will take your ideas seriously. This is not about sounding fancy or difficult. It is about communicating your true value. It is about showing the world the leader that is already inside you. Thank you so much for being here to learn with me. Your time is a gift, and I am so grateful for it. If you enjoy our time together, please give this a like or a follow. It is a small click for you, but it helps our little community grow. It helps more English learners like you find a safe and happy place to learn. And I love to know where my friends are. Please tell me, where are you listening from? Are you in India? Are you in Vietnam? Are you in Mexico? Are you in Nigeria? Let me know. It makes me so happy to imagine you there. All right, are you ready? Let's begin. Our first word is a beautiful one. The word is proactive. Proactive. Let's talk about what most of us do. Most of us are reactive. Reactive means you wait for something to happen, then you act. A problem happens, and your boss tells you to fix it, so you fix it. Your boss says, please do this task. And you say, okay, I will do it. This is being reactive. You are waiting for instructions. You are like a car waiting for a driver to tell it where to go. There is nothing wrong with this. It is good to be helpful, but it positions you as a helper, a person who just takes orders. It does not show your power to lead. Now let's talk about the upgrade. The upgrade is to be proactive. To be proactive means you think ahead. You do not wait for problems. You look for future problems. You see them coming, and you solve them before they even start. Imagine you're on a ship. A reactive person waits for the storm to hit. The rain is pouring, the wind is blowing, and then they run to close the windows. A proactive person looks at the sky. They see the dark clouds far away. They feel the wind change and they say, a storm is coming, so they close all the windows before the first drop of rain. They are ready. They are in control. When you use the word proactive, you tell your boss something amazing. You tell them, I'm not just doing my work. I'm thinking about the future. I am looking ahead, just like you. This is so powerful. Your boss is always thinking about the future. When you show that you are thinking about the future too, you become a partner. You are not just an employee. You are a leader in training. So, how can you use it? It is very simple. Let's say you are working on a project. You see a problem that might happen next week? Do not wait. You can send your boss a message. You can say, hello, boss's name. I wanted to be proactive about our project. I see a possible problem with our timeline next week. I have already made a new plan to keep us on track. I am sending it to you now. Please let me know what you think. Wow, can you feel the power in that? You did not just bring a problem, you brought a solution. You were proactive. You showed that you are thinking, you are planning, and you are taking care of things. Here is another example. In a team meeting, everyone is talking about what they did last week. That is reactive. You can be different. You can say, looking at our goals for next month, I think we need to be proactive. Our design team is always very busy at the end of the project. I suggest we start the design work 1 week early this time. This will help us avoid the stress. Do you see? You are thinking ahead. You are solving a problem before it happens. This is leadership. Using the word proactive changes you from a task taker to a problem solver. You are not just doing your job. You are making the job better. You are a star. You are a leader, and everyone will see it. This is a word you can use today. Think about your work. What is one small proactive thing you can do? Maybe you can organize your files before your boss asks. Maybe you can prepare a list of ideas for the next meeting. It can be very small, but it sends a very big message. The message is, I am ready to lead. Let's move to our second word. This word is also very strong. The word is leverage. Leverage. The normal weaker word we often use is use. We say things like, I will use my skills. Or, we can use the information from our last project. The word use is fine. It is a good word, but it is a little flat. It is like a simple tool, like a hammer. It does one job. Now, the word leverage is different. To leverage something means to use it in a smart way to get a big result. It is about getting the maximum advantage from something. Imagine you have to move a very, very big rock. It is too heavy for you to push with your hands. You can try to use your strength all day, but the rock will not move. But then you find a long, strong piece of wood, a stick. You put a small stone under the big rock. Then you put the long stick over the small stone and under the big rock. You push down on the end of the stick, and like magic, the big, heavy rock moves. That stick is a lever. You did not just use the stick. You leveraged the stick. You used a small amount of your own energy to move something huge. You multiplied your power. That is what leverage means in business. It means you are smart. You are resourceful. You are not just using what you have. You are using it in a special way to get an amazing result. When you say you want to leverage something, you tell your boss that you see hidden power. You see potential in the company's tools, data, or relationships. You are thinking like a strategist. So how can we use this word? Let's try. Imagine your team needs to find new customers. The slow way is to start from zero, to build a new list. That is a lot of work. But you have an idea. You can say, instead of building a new list from scratch, we can leverage our relationship with company ABC. Their customers are perfect for us. If we do an online event with them, we can reach thousands of new people very quickly. Do you see the magic? You are not just using the relationship. You are using it to get a huge advantage. You are moving a big rock with a small push. Here's another example. Your team is planning a new product. You can say, we have so much customer feedback from the last year. I suggest we leverage that data. We can build the things that customers are already asking for. This will make our new product a success. When you talk about leveraging things, you are not just talking about work. You are talking about winning. You are showing that you see the whole game, not just your small piece. You are showing your boss that you are ready for bigger things. So think about your work. What can you leverage? Do you have a special skill? You can leverage it to help another team and build a new relationship. Does your company have a good reputation? You can leverage it to get a better deal with a partner. Start seeing the levers all around you. Start seeing the hidden power. And when you talk about it, use the word leverage. It will make you sound like the smart, strategic thinker you are. Okay, are you ready for our third word? This word is about communication. It is a beautiful word. The word is articulate. Articulate. The common words we use are explain or say or tell. We say, let me explain my idea. Or our boss says, please tell us what you think. These words are fine. They are simple and clear, but they do not show any skill. Anyone can tell you something. A child can explain something. But to articulate is different. To articulate means to express your ideas very clearly and beautifully. It means your thoughts are organized. It means your words are fluent and easy to understand. The word itself suggests high quality. Imagine you have a box full of beautiful beads. All the colors are mixed up. It is a mess. If you just pour the beads on the table, that is like explaining. It is messy. But if you take the time to put the beads on a string in a beautiful pattern, red, blue, green, red, blue, green, that is to articulate. You have created something clear, organized, and beautiful from the mess. When you say, I want to articulate the team's idea, you are making a promise. You are not just promising to talk. You are promising to speak well. You are promising to bring clarity. Why is this so important to your boss? Because business is often messy. There are many ideas, many problems, many opinions. It is chaotic. A person who can bring clarity to chaos is a true leader. A person who can take a complex idea and make it simple for everyone to understand is incredibly valuable. When you use the word articulate, you show that you value this skill. You're telling your boss, I have thought about this. My ideas are organized. What I am about to say is worth your time. Let's see how to use it. Imagine you're in a meeting. Everyone is talking. It is confusing. People are arguing. You can step in with confidence and say, there are many good points here. Please allow me a moment to articulate the two main problems we need to solve. First and second. Suddenly, everyone stops. They listen. You are bringing order to the chaos. You are the voice of clarity. You are leading the conversation. Here's another example. You have a big presentation coming up. You are talking to your boss about it. You can say, for this presentation, I am focusing on how to best articulate our vision for the next 5 years. I want to make sure the leaders understand not just what we are doing, but why it is so important. This shows you are thinking at a high level. You are not just presenting facts. You are creating a compelling story. You are a great communicator. So practice this word. It is a promise of quality. When you use it, you position yourself as the person who can make sense of anything. You are the one who brings light into a dark, confusing room. And that is the quality of a great leader. Now for our fourth word. This one sounds very professional. And it shows that you are serious and careful. The word is ascertain. Ascertain? What do we usually say? We say things like, find out, or check, or make sure. For example, I need to find out if the client has paid. Or, can you check on that delivery? These are normal, everyday phrases, but they can sound a little casual, a little uncertain. The word ascertain is a powerful upgrade. To ascertain something means to find it out for certain, to confirm it, to know it is 100% true. It has a feeling of formality and seriousness. When you say you will ascertain something, you are promising to bring back a fact, not a rumor. You are promising to do a formal check. Imagine you are a detective in a movie. A witness says, I think the car was blue. The detective does not stop there. The detective needs to know for sure. So they go and find the car. They look at it. It is blue. The detective has now ascertained the color of the car. They have confirmed it as a fact. In business, facts are very important. Big decisions are made based on good information. A person who just finds out might come back with a guess. I think the client paid. A person who ascertains comes back with the truth. I have ascertained that the payment was received at 10 a.m. this morning. Here's the confirmation number. This level of detail and reliability is what every boss wants. It shows that you are diligent. You are careful. You do not make decisions based on hope or guesses. You build on a foundation of facts. Let's practice using it. Your boss asks you about an important shipment. Instead of saying, I'll check on that, which sounds small, you can say, I will ascertain the exact delivery date from our partner. I will have a confirmed timeline for you by the end of the day. Can you feel the difference? It is a strong promise. It is a promise of a confirmed, certain answer. Your boss can relax. They know you are handling it professionally. Here's another way to use it. There is confusion about a project. Nobody is sure what the client really wants. You can write in an email. To move forward, my first priority is to ascertain the client's final needs. I have scheduled a call with them tomorrow morning to get everything confirmed in writing. This is so powerful. You are taking control. You are the person who is stopping the confusion. You are the person who is getting the facts. Using the word ascertain tells your boss and your team that you are the reliable one. You are the person who brings certainty. In a world full of questions, you are the one who delivers the answers. And that makes you an essential part of any team. Our fifth word is all about making things better. The word is streamline. Streamline. The common way to say this is make it easier, or make it faster, or improve the process. For example, you might say, I think we can find a way to make this faster. This is a good idea, but the language is very simple. It does not sound very strategic. The upgrade is to streamline. To streamline something means you make a process or system much more efficient. You make it better by making it simpler and smarter. Imagine a river that is full of big rocks and fallen trees. The water moves slowly. It has to go around all the obstacles. The flow is weak and messy. Now imagine you go into the river and you remove all the rocks. You clear away all the trees. What happens? The water flows fast and smooth. It is powerful and direct. You have streamlined the river. You removed the friction. You removed the waste. When you suggest you want to streamline a process at work, you are showing your boss that you are a high-level thinker. You are thinking about efficiency. You are thinking about saving time and money. You are thinking about making things work better for everyone. You are not just trying to work harder. You are trying to work smarter. This is called systems thinking. You are seeing the whole system, not just your small part. And bosses love, love, love people who can do this. So how can you use this amazing word? Imagine you're in your yearly review with your boss. Your boss asks about your goals for next year. You can say, one of my main goals for the next quarter is to streamline our process for new clients. I have identified 3 steps that we do by hand that we could automate. I believe this could reduce our setup time by 20%. Wow, this is not just a goal. This is a business plan. You have identified a problem, proposed a solution, and even estimated the benefit. You sound like a future manager. Here's another example. Your team complains about the same problem every single month. Instead of just complaining with them, you can offer a solution. You can say, we always seem to have this delay. I would like to volunteer to map out our current process. I want to find the root cause of the problem and propose a way to streamline it. I think we can fix this for good. When you say this, you change from a complainer to a leader. You are not just pointing at a problem. You are offering to build the solution. You are creating value for the company that goes far beyond your job description. So look around you at work. What is slow? What is messy? What is frustrating? These are not just problems. They are opportunities. They are opportunities for you to streamline, to lead, and to shine. This next word is a true leadership word. It is full of energy. The word is galvanize. Galvanize. The more common words are motivate, excite, or encourage. You can say, I want to motivate the team to do better. This is a good thing to want. It is positive, but it can feel a little soft, a little gentle. The word galvanize is much, much stronger. To galvanize someone means to shock or excite them so much that they jump into action. The word has a cool history. It comes from a scientist named Luigi Galvani. Many years ago, he discovered that if he touched a frog's leg with electricity, the leg would twitch and jump. It was a sudden, powerful, energetic reaction. That is the feeling of the word galvanize. It is not a gentle push. It is an electric shock of energy that makes everyone move. Now. When you talk about galvanizing a team, you are not just talking about giving a nice speech. You are talking about creating a powerful fire that brings everyone together. You are being a catalyst for huge action. This word shows your boss that you have true leadership potential. Leaders do not just encourage people, they inspire them, they create momentum, they make things happen. Using Galvanize shows you understand how to create energy and focus. You know how to unite a group and point them all in one powerful direction. Let's think about how to use it. Imagine a project is failing. The team feels sad and tired. There is no energy. In a meeting, you could say, I think this team needs a clear, quick win. If we can achieve one small goal this week, it could galvanize the whole team. It would give them their confidence back and create the momentum we need to solve the bigger problems. This is brilliant strategic thinking. You are thinking about the psychology of the team. You are thinking about how to create energy from nothing. Here is another scenario. The whole company is feeling a little bit down. Morale is low. You are talking to your boss about it. You could suggest maybe we need one special, exciting project to galvanize all the employees. Something everyone can see and feel proud of. A project that makes our company's new mission feel real and exciting. Using this word shows you are not just thinking about tasks and deadlines. You are thinking about people. You are thinking about energy. You are thinking about momentum. You are thinking about how to be the spark that starts the fire. That is leadership. Okay, let's go to our seventh word. This one is simple, but it is so important for good communication. The word is elaborate. Elaborate. How do we usually ask for more information? We might say, what do you mean? Or, Guy, can you explain that more? Depending on how you say it, this can sometimes sound a little rude. It can sound like you are challenging the other person, like you are saying, you were not clear. A much better, more polite, and more professional word is elaborate. To elaborate means to add more detail to what you said, to expand on your idea. When you ask someone to elaborate, you're not questioning what they said. You are showing that you are interested. You are inviting them to share more of their great ideas. It is a compliment. It says, what you said is interesting and I want to know more. Using this word shows that you have high emotional intelligence. You know how to talk to people in a way that makes them feel good. You know how to be diplomatic and respectful. When your boss sees you use this word in a meeting, they see a leader. They see someone who can guide a conversation in a positive way. It also shows that you are listening carefully. You are not just waiting for your turn to talk. You're trying to understand things deeply. Let's look at two perfect situations for this word. First, your boss shares a new idea, but you do not fully understand it. Instead of saying, I don't get it, which can sound negative, you can say, that is a very interesting idea. Could you please elaborate on how you see the sales team contributing to that plan? This is so respectful. It shows you are thinking about the idea and you want to understand it better. Here's the second situation. A quiet colleague in a meeting makes a short comment. You think it is a good idea, but they did not say much. You can help them. You can turn to them and say, I think there is a lot of potential in what you just said. Could you elaborate on that a little more? I would love to hear more of your thoughts. This is a beautiful act of leadership. You are not only showing interest, but you are also helping another person share their voice. You are building a stronger, more collaborative team. Elaborate is a simple word, but it does so much. It makes you sound thoughtful, respectful, and curious. These are all qualities of a wonderful leader and a wonderful person. Number 8, we are on a roll. Our 8th powerful word is implement. Implement. The very common words this word replaces are do, start, or make. We say, when should we do this? Or let's start the plan. These words are okay, but they are very general. They talk about action, but they do not talk about a process. They are the language of simple tasks, not big projects. The word implement is much more professional. To implement means to put a plan or a decision into action. It means to execute a plan in a systematic, organized way. You don't just do a strategy, you implement a strategy. Implementation involves thinking about the steps. It involves thinking about the people and the money you need. It involves setting a timeline and checking your progress. It is a formal, structured process. Imagine you want to bake a cake. The recipe is the plan. When you get out the flour, the eggs, and the sugar and you start mixing them, you are implementing the recipe. You are following the steps to create the final product. Using the word implement tells your boss that you are a practical, organized person. You are not just a dreamer with good ideas. You are a doer who can turn those ideas into reality. In business, ideas are everywhere. Everyone has ideas. But the people who can actually execute those ideas, the people who can implement them, they are the rare and valuable ones. Let's see how to use it. A meeting just finished. A big decision was made. Everyone is happy, but nobody knows what to do next. You can be the leader. You can say, this is an excellent plan. I can write a proposal for how we can implement this. It will include a timeline, the resources we need, and key milestones. I will have it ready for everyone to review by tomorrow. In that moment, you became the leader of the project. You took the idea and started the process of making it real. Here is another way to talk about your work. When you talk about what you have achieved, instead of saying, I made a new system, you can say, this year, I implemented a new software for our team. This has led to a 15% increase in our team's efficiency. Implemented sounds so much bigger and more professional than made or did. It shows the scale and seriousness of your work. When you start talking about implementing, you change your professional image. You are no longer just a helper, you are an executor. You are the person who gets things done. Okay, just 2 more to go. Number 9 is a very kind and smart word. The word is modify. Modify. This is a wonderful replacement for the word change. Think about how you feel when someone says to you, we need to change your work, or you have to change this. The word change can feel very strong. It can feel like a rejection. It can feel like you did something wrong and now it has to be completely redone. It can make people feel defensive and sad. The word modify is much gentler and more collaborative. To modify something means to make small changes or adjustments to it, usually to improve it. It is a softer word. It suggests that the original work is good. It has value. We are not throwing it away. We are just making some small improvements to make it even better. Imagine a friend shows you a drawing they made. If you say, "You need to change the sky," it can hurt their feelings. But what if you say this? "This is a beautiful drawing. The house is perfect. I think if we modify the color of the sky just a little, maybe add some more blue, it will make the house stand out even more." Can you feel the kindness in that? You are not criticizing. You are collaborating. You are building on their work, not tearing it down. Using modify shows that you have high emotional intelligence. You know how to give feedback in a positive way. You know how to improve things without hurting people's feelings or motivation. Your boss will see this. Your boss will see a person who can create better results without creating conflict. This is the language of a coach, of a mentor, of a leader. Let's practice. You are reviewing a report from a colleague. Instead of saying, "You have to change this part," you could say, "This is a really strong report. I think it's almost perfect." If we modify the introduction to highlight the cost savings, I think the managers will be even more impressed. It's respectful, it's encouraging, and it's effective. What if you need to adjust your own plan? You can say, "Based on the team's great feedback, I recommend we modify our original plan to include a bigger marketing push. The main strategy is still solid. This is just a small adjustment to make it stronger." By choosing modify instead of change, you show everyone that you are a team player. You are a builder, not a destroyer. You are a diplomatic and strategic professional. And finally, we have reached our 10th word. This one is so useful in daily life. The word is straightforward. Straightforward. This is the perfect replacement for the word easy. We hear people say it all the time. "Oh, don't worry, this task is easy." Or, "The solution is easy." What is the problem with the word easy? First, easy is subjective. What is easy for you might be very hard for someone else. When you call something easy, you might accidentally make another person feel bad if they are struggling. Second, calling something easy can make the work seem less valuable. If you tell your boss a project was easy, you are minimizing your own effort and skill. It does not sound impressive. The word straightforward is much more professional and objective. Straightforward means that something is clear and not complicated. The path from A to B is clear. There are no surprises or hidden problems. A straightforward task is not necessarily an easy task. It can still take a lot of time and a lot of effort. Imagine you have to build a very long wall with bricks. The job is not complicated. You just put one brick on top of another. The process is straightforward. But it might take you 3 weeks. It is a lot of hard work. It is not easy. Using straightforward makes you sound more analytical. It tells your boss that you have looked at the problem, you have analyzed it for complexity, and you have found a clear path. Completing a difficult and time-consuming project that was straightforward is much more impressive than completing an easy one. Let's see how to apply it. Your boss gives you a new task and asks if it will be difficult. Instead of saying, "No, it will be easy," you can say, "The process for this task is very straightforward. It will take some time to complete all the steps, but I don't expect any major problems." This is a much better answer. It manages expectations. It shows that you respect the work, but you are confident you can do it. When you are explaining a plan to your team, you can say, "I have created a plan to fix the bug. The plan is quite straightforward. There are 2 steps. First, we will do X. Second, we will do Y. Let me walk you through the details." This gives your team confidence. It tells them that the plan is logical and clear. It does not promise them it will be easy, but it promises them that there is a clear path to success. So try to replace easy with straightforward. It will make you sound more professional, more respectful of the work, and more in command of every situation. So there they are. 10 smart, powerful, and professional words to help you shine at work. Let's just gently remember them one more time. Instead of just waiting for things to happen, you will be proactive. You will think ahead and solve problems before they start. Instead of just using things, you will leverage them. You will use your resources in a smart way to get big results. Instead of just explaining your ideas, you will articulate them. You will share your thoughts clearly and beautifully. Instead of just finding things out, you will ascertain the facts. You will bring back confirmed certain information. Instead of just making things faster, you will streamline them. You will remove the blocks to make processes smooth and efficient. Instead of just motivating a team, you will galvanize them. You will give them an electric shock of energy to take action. Instead of asking, "What do you mean?" you will politely ask them to elaborate. You will show your interest and respect. Instead of just doing a plan, you will implement it. You will execute the plan with structure and care. Instead of changing someone's work, you will suggest ways to modify it. You will improve it with kindness and collaboration. And instead of calling something easy, you will describe it as straightforward. You will show that the path is clear, even if the work is hard. My dear friend, the power of these words comes from using them. Just hearing them is a good start. But the real magic happens when you speak them. So here is your gentle challenge for this week. Please pick just one word, or maybe 2, just the ones that feel good to you. And find one small opportunity to use it. Maybe in an email, maybe in a team meeting, maybe just when you are talking to a friend about your work. See how it feels to say it. Notice how people react. I promise you, they will see a new light in you. Remember, learning a new language or new words is a journey. It is a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Every small step forward is a huge victory. Using even one of these words is a step towards showing the world the amazing, strategic, and capable leader that you already are. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. It was an honor to share these ideas with you. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider giving it a like or a follow. It helps our community reach more wonderful learners around the world, and I would love to hear from you. Please leave a comment and tell me which word was your favorite today. How will you try to use it? Reading your comments always makes my day. Remember that this is not about changing who you are. It is about giving you better tools to show your true self. You are smart, you are valuable, and you deserve to be heard. Until we meet again, take good care of your wonderful self. See you next time, my friend.